Hey guys, welcome back. I feel like I don't even need an intro for this. We all know who this is. We all know who this is. I really wanted to give you guys something that literally anybody can do. It's that easy, but something that's still super iconic in the movie slash villain world. So I gave you guys Tiffany. Chucky is hands down one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. It was scary then, it's scary now, I barely can watch it now, but man, do I love me some Tiffany. I feel like female villains in general, I'm obsessed with. I'm always trying to be something evil. Maybe that says a lot about me, I'm not sure. Maybe my boyfriend's in danger, I don't know. All jokes aside, this was something that was so much fun to do, so if you guys like to see how we turned ourselves into Tiffany, then keep on watching. I'm wearing my boyfriend shirt today because I didn't really want to wear a bra and I wanted to be comfortable while doing this, so let me know if this is my color or not. I feel like for this makeup look, it's really not anything crazy. It's basically a full face, dramatized slightly, but the outfit is what really kind of puts everything together. So I feel like this should be fairly easy when it comes to the makeup. So let's just get into it. I want to start with my eyes first because this is going to be a smokier look, so I don't really want to have to deal with any fallout on the foundation. And for today, I actually grabbed some old, well, not like old, I mean, they kind of are old. They're from 2015. That's beside the point. I feel like eyeshadows last forever. Anyway, these are from Makeup Forever. They're all single pans. I got these a few years ago. Makeup Forever's eyeshadows used to be my #1 favorite eyeshadows ever. Like, I thought there was nothing better than that. Now, they're still amazing, but I just feel like so many brands have also come out with just amazing eyeshadows that I forget about these. But these have the perfect colors and tones that I want to use for today's look. So we're going to be digging into these. I'll pop them out though so I can at least give you guys the name. I know they don't have names, they go by numbers. So like this one for instance is 618. But since these are older style, they actually have revamped these and not reformulated them, but I hope they didn't reformulate them, but they changed them to a different shape now. So they're not circular anymore, they're like squared, which I think is smarter because it gives you more room in your Z palette instead of having like these big circles, because I feel like there's just a lot of wasted space. So these are gonna be, I hope, the same and the same numbers as what they are now, just a different shape. To prep my eyes, I'm going to be using the Colourpop concealer. This is actually in Fair 08. This is super, super light. I normally don't go this light, but I feel like because the look is so dark, this will help the colors and the shadows to stand out a little bit more. And I feel like the Bride of Chucky is slightly on the fair side anyway. So in the end, this won't look as crazy. This concealer is a little bit more on the matte side, so I actually don't have to set it. So I'm just gonna jump straight into the eye. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab this Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Cream. This is in the shade Tuxedo. It's basically just a black. And I'm gonna go ahead and coat my lids with this and blend it out so that it gives me a nice deep dark base so that the smoky eye stays dark. Then I'm gonna grab this Colourpop E4 brush and I'm just gonna use that to blend it out, just make it a little bit more even. I feel like this is how the real OG smoky eyes used to start off as, and I feel like that's why so many people nowadays are so afraid of a smoky eye, because anytime someone's like, I want to look smoky but not black, and I'm like, you don't have to put black on your eyes to be smoky. You can do smoky with anything, but like, I feel like because of that, this is what scared everybody off, because this is what you used to do back in the day. Now I'm gonna grab this Colourpop eyeshadow. I just need the black, and I don't have the black from the Makeup Forever. So I'm just gonna grab this eyeshadow brush. It's from Coastal Scents, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that just to pack on the black. And then like I said, now this black eyeshadow has something to stick to, and so now this is gonna be like super rich, dark, black, smoky eye, which is exactly what I want. I wanna start adding some color now, so I'm gonna go in with this shade from Makeup Forever. This is M846, and I'm going to be grabbing my Smith brush. This is the 230, and what we're going to do is just pack this all into the crease, and we're just going to really blow this shade out. It's so crazy. I feel like this looks different from the pan than it does on the eye. These are so extremely pigmented. Now the nice thing about this smoky eye is I feel like her character as a person, the eye is pretty messy. So even if you don't have like the best of blending skills, just smearing this all over the eye with the certain colors that you use is gonna end up looking perfect. Then I'm gonna go ahead and with these two shades, this is 738 and this one is 618. I'm gonna mix them together because I want the eye color to be a little bit more warm and not so purpley as it's looking. And so we're just gonna shove those shades right in there and deepen up the color. These shades also really help to blend the black in with that first color shade that we used. But like I said, giving it more warmth instead of kind of neon vibrancy that it's looking right now. Now that our eyes are super smoky, I'm loving the color. I want to smog out the lash line before we go into the face. So I'm just gonna grab this liner from Anastasia. It's called Darkside. And I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna line the waterline from top to bottom and then start smoking out the lower lash line. To really get that smoky lower lash line, I'm gonna take the pencil and get it right on the lash line as well. So then again, it's like that cream base for the shadows to grab onto. So then they're the darkest and the blackest, and it's really going to stick and keep this smoky. So again, we're just gonna take the same shades that we used above for the lower lash line. So I'm gonna dip back into the black. I'm just gonna take a shader brush and we're gonna pack that black shade. And again, get messy with this. This is going to be a smeared look all throughout down here. So you can get a little crazy and it's still going to look perfect. The only thing I hate about smudging liner in the lower lash line like this is it takes forever to get off. I swear, no matter what I use, it is like embedded in my eyes when I make it this dark. Taking the Sigma E45 brush, I basically just dipped in all the shades. Normally I would go like one by one and build up, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted this, again, could be slappy, messy, mix them all together and then just blow it out like so. And it's like the perfect blowout. And now you're ready for your job interview. Cute. So now what you could do if you want to, you can go back in with your fluffy brush, any type of blending brush, and you can just go around the edges and help diffuse it if you need to. But again, like the messiness kind of adds to that sick look, you know what I mean? Meaning with the eyes, like you look sick, not like sick look, bruh. Not like that. I'm gonna leave the eyes alone for now. Let's jump right into the face. So I'm just gonna mix one foundation today. It's gonna be the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Warm Nude. I'm only doing one because I'm not matching my self-tanner, and this is a pretty good match, but I'm not self-tanned. But I also want to make the look a little bit lighter, so I'm going to be taking this Juvias Place concealer. This is in shade 22. I'm going to mix them. I don't know if I'm going to mix them together. I think what I'm going to do is do this one first, get it everywhere, and then use this one to brighten up. Because like I said earlier, she does have a little bit more of a fairer look, and so I feel like a fairer, I mean, I am fair, but you know what I mean? It's gonna make everything just kind of stand out a little more. So let's go ahead and put this foundation on. I'm not gonna be like too perfect with it. I just wanna get a simple base down. And then I'm gonna be careful when I'm going around the eyes too. Kind of like fade it into the eyes since we didn't put concealer down right there. So we're gonna go ahead and with that Juvias Place concealer. And nothing crazy because this is pretty bright and pretty full. So I'm just gonna do that much, and then we're gonna use our beauty blender and really just focus this right here and then sweep it outwards. And then again, just being careful when you're around the eyes because we don't want to push this color into it, but we want it to still look seamless. And I feel like with this brightness throughout here, it really makes that sickness look come alive, and that's what we want. We want to look sick and crazy. Normally I would go in with a cream contour, cream something, but I'm actually going to skip that and we're just going to go straight into powder and setting it. So I'm just taking my RCMA no color powder and I'm going to go ahead and set not my whole face, but majority of just the center. I am going to sculpt, so I'm going to take this Inglot / J-Lo powder. This is in the shade Cocoa. And we're going to use this to just give a little bit of contour, but I don't want to do anything crazy because I don't want to bronze this up, anything like that, because again, just keeping that whole fair look. Just to make sure my face keeps a smooth complexion, I'm going to jump in really quick with my Charlotte Flawless powder. This is in shade 2. This just really does make a difference. I thought I was going to do it without this, but I really do need this. I feel like she's a little bit heavier on her blush, so I'm gonna go do a mixture of these two. This is the Sephora Blush in shade 22, and then this is also Inglot / Jennifer Lopez, and this is in the shade Charmed. Unfortunately, these shades, the one, both Jennifer Lopez ones that I use, they don't have them anymore. Sorry, but I love these shades, so I'm gonna be using them. So now I'm mixing those together, and we're gonna put hella color right on the cheeks. Okay, I absolutely love the blush. Now what I'm going to do is actually take that Smith brush that I used earlier to blend out the edges. And I'm just going to do that really quick since we did like the powder and everything and the concealer. I want to make sure everything is blended together. I even blended it a little bit higher throughout the brow too, just to give it a little extra something. I don't know if it did anything, but I like it. I do want to take a little bit more black though, so the same Sigma brush, and I'm just going to keep it real tight right on the lash line right here. I was debating whether I wanted to do a highlight or not, and I thought, let's do it. So I'm going to take this e.l.f. highlighter. This is in the shade Moonlight Pearls, and if I remember this, it's pretty, but it's not like crazy in your face, and that's kind of what I want. I want this to look just a somewhat lit, so it kind of gives that porcelain look, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna put this all right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that setting powder, and I wanna cut this because I actually want this to be pretty harsh. I feel like it adds to that doll look. Then after you let it sit, just go ahead and dust it off. And since I let it sit a little longer, it's like really chiseled now. But I like that because I feel like it gives that fake doll effect. Now I'm going to spray my face before we go in with the brows and lashes, and I'm just going to take the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. As always, spray me down and then fan it down. For brows, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I know a lot of people glue them down and draw a different shape. I'm not really good at that, so I was like, okay, that's out of the option for me. And then on top of that, that has to do a lot of damage to your eyebrows, no? So I'm already struggling on my ends. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I think what I'm just gonna do is try to make my brows as thin as I can by like brushing them together, because normally I brush them up and then they're fuller and wonderful. But for this, I think I'm just going to get them as tiny as I can and then use black eyeliner as my brow, and then use my natural brow, but just keep it on the thinner side. I'm gonna take this Laura Mercier Gel Liner for it and this eyeliner brush, and we're just gonna dip in there and then kind of brush off some extra onto the cap. And then I'm just gonna go straight down the middle, and we're gonna hope for the best. You know what? This actually isn't bad doing it this way. I feel like I prefer doing it like that instead of putting like the glue down and, you know, risk messing up my eyebrows more. I think this is really nice. And again, you can kind of make the thickness of however you want. I know she's got super thin brows, so I think I'm just gonna perfect this a tad bit more, and then we can move on to the lashes. Actually, before doing lashes, I want to put on the mole she has. Luckily, I have my own little Marilyn Monroe, so I'm actually, okay, well, before I just smear black all over my face, okay, anyway, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use my spot, or you can kind of move it like right up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and use mine. Okay, now we can get into the lashes. I'm excited. So I'm gonna be using the Sephora brand. It's in the style Flirt. And I'm actually just gonna be using my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara to coat my lashes first before we put them on. These lashes are the best. I, every year, use these for my Halloween looks, and I'm just like so obsessed with them. They're super lightweight. They're so dramatic, but like a wearable dramatic. So it's not like overpowering the look, but it really pulls the look together. I just love them. So for lip, we're just gonna be doing black. I love black. I don't know how I don't have a black lipstick, so I'm gonna have to go in with this. It is the Makeup Forever Flash Palette dupe off of Amazon, so I'll link it for you guys below. We're just gonna be using the black. So I'm just gonna take this random concealer brush, and I'm gonna paint my lips like lipstick, and then I'm gonna go ahead in with my black liner just to use it as black lip liner. Now with the lip on, this completes the look. You guys, I am seriously so in love with how it came out. See, it's something kind of pretty damn easy, and you don't have to have like a lot of intricate skill work to put this together. I mean, this is a black smoky eye with some black lipstick and some crazy ass eyebrows, and it just works. So you guys know me when it comes to my Halloween looks. I don't really go out and buy costumes. I kind of go through my wardrobe and put stuff together. Or if I do put together a costume, I basically just shop at like my local favorite stores that I love. So actually 3 years ago, me and my boyfriend were wrestlers. I don't know who they are. I remember him. He was Randy Savage. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I'll link a picture. I'll pop something up here for you guys to see what we were. And I was the wife. And so for this outfit, I ended up going to Lover's Lane. So let me show you. I got this corset that is, I'm assuming like a bridal style one. At least it looks like it with the lace and everything. And it's super pretty. And so that's what we did 3 years ago. The corset was like $60. And I remember when I purchased it, for me, like when I purchase things, I hold on to everything because, again, I like to just come up with things for reasons to reuse things. And so when I bought this, I was like, I don't know what I would reuse this for, but I'll find something sometime later down the road. And it fucking works with this one. So I was so excited that I have this because I didn't have to go out of my house to find something. And for me, I feel like it makes the Halloween look a little bit more authentic instead of, like I said, going and getting a costume that might feel cheaper in material. So I'm glad I'm getting a double use out of this one. So I'm happy with that. And then I don't know about you guys, but I feel like everybody has a leather jacket at home, maybe. I've always had a leather jacket. I've had multiple leather jackets. I like leather jackets. So I have this one. It's a pretty thick kind of biker looking leather jacket. So I thought this would also be perfect to throw on because she has one with it. And so I didn't have to go anywhere with this either. So I was really happy that I already had this in my wardrobe. I think I got this though either at WINDSOR or AKIRA a few years back. For shoes, I figured I would just pair it with a black bootie, and I have a lot of those. And so this is what I would put together with the outfit. If you had combat boots, I think would be great. You can kind of do whatever that you want, but I always like to keep it a little bit more thoughty. And I love heels, so this is perfect for me. I got this shoe from AKIRA 2 or 3 years ago. Obsessed with this. I actually wore these 2 years ago to the Anastasia Halloween party, and let's just say they're not the most comfortable shoes, and I had my shoes off by the end of the night and security told me to put them back on. So, but I really do like these a lot. Last but not least, I feel like this is what pulls the whole look together. You had to get the wig. So I purchased this off Amazon. I buy everything on Amazon. I love it. This wig was $15, and the quality I feel like that you get from these wigs on Amazon, because I've purchased probably like 3 wigs off of Amazon so far, and every single one of them I love. They look realistic, they feel real. Well, they don't feel like real, but they don't feel plasticky. They have some nice movement to it, so it really looks like hair. The only negative thing that I would say about this specific wig is it's supposed to be like a black brown ombre to this platinum blonde. This showed up blue. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I hope you can see it. So yeah, I was like, no thank you. So what I did was just took black and brown eyeshadow, and I took like a contouring brush, and I just basically shoved the shadow right into the wig, and it works. So thankfully, I mean, you can still kind of see like some blue if it pops through, but I'm not really worried about it. It's for pictures, and if I wore this out, like nobody's gonna see it. It's gonna be dark out anyway. So I fixed that, but other than that, I really don't have any complaints for under, yeah, I think it was 15 or at least under $20. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything on so we can wrap up the video. So this is with everything on besides the jacket, because it's gonna get hot in here and I don't want any of that. It doesn't look like I'm wearing anything, but this is the little corset. I will, of course, insert pictures for you guys so you can see the full look put together. Now, there is one last thing that you can do, and she has a tattoo for Chucky. She's got the heart with his name on it. I didn't want to do that because you actually have to put this corset over instead of like stepping into it, and I didn't want to get like anything red smeared. I was kind of kicking myself because on Amazon, of course, Amazon, I love Amazon, they actually have like a Chucky tattoo, like with the heart, his name, everything, and I just kept not getting it because I couldn't justify spending $15 on a washable tattoo. So I was like, you know what, I'll just draw on the heart myself. So we're gonna do that, but I want to use a liquid lipstick so that it dries down so it doesn't smear on top of my wonderful bridal dress. I'm gonna try to like sit kind of up so you guys can see like me doing this. I'm gonna take this liquid lipstick from Sephora. It's one of my favorite reds of all time. This to me is the true red. Like if you think of like pinup red or like Great Gatsby red, which I feel like is the same era, but you know what I'm talking about? Like this is the true red. I love it. And this is shade 1. It's called Always Red. So what I'm gonna do is try to draw a heart here. I've never had to do this upside down, so let's see if I got this. Okay, well I could have done a better job than that. That looks awful. Oh man. All right, let's do better than that. Looking better. Seen better hearts in my day though. So I'm gonna outline it with black. So let's put more red down to make it look worse. Actually, it's giving the shading that I want. I'm gonna take a little oil to clean this up. Make this look nice and crisp and like it's a real tattoo. Let's see if we could spell his name. Take a liquid liner. Not bad, not the best. Let's do like a little cross here. So to set that, it's a liquid lipstick, so it should be dry, which feels dry. We're just gonna use a little bit of setting powder just to make sure, because I don't want this on my dress. But this completes the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This was so much fun to do, and another just like really simple, easy thing to do for Halloween if you don't really have any ideas of what you want to be. I remember back in the day, Chucky was one of the scariest movies I had ever seen in my life. I remember my parents would watch it or friends and family would watch it, and I'd always be like one of these. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, like there was just something about Chucky that I couldn't watch, and sometimes I still even till this day can't watch. He scares the living shit out of me. But Tiffany, I'm all about Tiffany. Honestly, I'm all about just female villains. I'm obsessed with them. And like I said, this was such an easy thing to recreate, and then thank God I had all of the props to kind of put this together. So another cheap look for me to do this year. I also want you guys to tag me on Instagram what you're being. Show me, DM me. I'd love to see the ideas that you guys are creating for yourselves, even if it's nothing that I've even shown here on my YouTube channel. I just love Halloween and I love watching people get creative, so it'd be fun to see what you guys are. So tag me, send me some pictures. I'd love to see it. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to all my videos if you guys like to see more. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. My name's Amanda Devon. Like I said, hit me up, tag me into some of your stuff. Like, I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with. But that's it for this look. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.